This build is an absolute demon, terrorizing point guards in the rec randoms. Standing at 6'7", the tallest point guard build you can make in NBA 2K25 is going to create a huge mismatch for your opponent. A two-way, three-level scoring threat with an incredible rating of a 95 standing dunk. Using my badge perk to get Rise Up on Legend has me feeling powerful and dangerous under the rim. Especially when I get matched up against those smaller guards, there's absolutely nothing that they can do to stop me in the paint. Using that interior force takeover, I'm able to finish under the rim almost every single time. Consistently scoring 20 points a game in the rec randoms, this has easily become my favorite build in NBA 2K25. The build is elite at finishing under the rim. But with an 83 ball, I'm able to shoot over these smaller defenders like they're not even standing there. I have an 89 mid-range, so I also get gold set shot specialist, silver deadeye, and silver shifty shooter. When I have my tier 1 badge perk, I use that on set shot to get it on Hall of Fame as well. I know a lot of you guys like using that Pro 2 dribble pull-up, but as you can see, with this build, I decided to go with that Kevin Durant dribble pull-up. One of the best decisions I could have made. With that high release point, I'm able to shoot right over the defenders. Especially with that 89 mid-range, every single time, I'm able to knock it down if I get some space. This is one of my favorite things to go to, especially when the defense gets tired of watching me dunk on the point guard under the rim and they start to help in the paint. Even in crunch time, late in the fourth quarter with our team down by 1, I have 35 points. And using that Kevin Durant dribble pull up in the corner, I'm able to knock down to 3 to give our team a 2-point lead. Even with the taller defenders guarding me, I'm still able to knock these down. As you can see right here, that's a center jumping at me and that was open. Any amount of space, I'm able to knock these down, especially with heat check. Not only is this build incredible on the offensive end, the build has an 84 block, unlocking silver paint patroller, along with silver high-flying denier, making the build capable of switching onto almost anybody. So when I'm forced to switch to the taller defenders, I'm still able to get stops. There are even times where I'm forced to rotate and I'm getting snatch blocks, just like this. And for your point guard to be able to do that is going to make a huge difference for your team, I promise. The build has just enough speed to be an elite chase down artist, making the build perfect for getting stops in transition. Most of the time, the point guard is going to be one of the fastest players on the court, so you're going to be one of the first people back to protect the rim. And a lot of times, the defense doesn't expect the point guard to have interior defense like this. So a lot of people are going to try to force it up on you, but you're going to be able to get some stops, I promise. One of the easiest ways that players get buckets in this game is bullying the smaller players on the backdoor cuts as well. But this build is no baby. I'm able to stop these backdoor cuts all day long, and I feel like I can rotate onto almost anybody. I can even rotate onto some centers sometimes, making this build an elite switchable defender. A lot of times in the rec randoms, you'll notice that the center doesn't trust the point guard to get a stop in the paint, and they'll rotate and try to get a stop. But when the offense catches on to this, they're going to start kicking it out to the open man for the easy 3. This is exactly what they want. But with this build, the center doesn't have to rotate. They can stay home all day long while I get blocks in the paint. This forces the offense to get discombobulated and try to figure out a different way to score. The build has an 85 perimeter defense. Now, I know some of you guys might not think that's enough, but coming from somebody who had a 6'4" build with a 99 perimeter defense, I'm telling you guys, this build is way better on the defensive end than my 6'4" with the 99 perimeter. It's something about that long wingspan. I'm able to get blocks and contests a lot easier. I'm telling you guys, this build on the defensive end is a menace. It may not seem like it from the stats, but what it's capable of doing on all 3 levels, from getting stops at the rim, getting contests, and not only that, with the 73 steal, I'm still able to play those lanes and get some steals as well. I may not be getting steals like some of these players with a 99 steal are every single game, But on the other hand, I still have an 84 block on this build. So I'm not giving up anything easy at the rim like some of these players with a 99 steal are. Now, before we jump into this build, I want to show you guys one last clip. Now, as you can see, I knocked down this three with the Kevin Durant dribble pull up in the corner. Now our team has 34 points to 38. Now, keep in mind, this is with just 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. And on the defensive possession, my team does a really good job of rotating and getting a stop. And that leads to us getting an easy fast break dunk. So we got 5 points just like that. It's 36 to 38. Once again, on the defensive end, I'm able to blitz this guard with just bronze glove. I'm able to get a stop, and with that close shot, I'm able to knock it down. That's 7 points just like that. Once again, using that silver interceptor badge and that Kevin Durant dribble pull-up, 9 points just like that. Our team has the lead, 40 to 38. Once again, on the defensive end, our team is doing a good job of rotating, and we're able to get a stop. And this is going to lead to me getting another fast break dunk, and that's going to be 11 points in under a minute. Some people struggle to get 11 points in a game at all, and I just did it in under a minute with this build. Now, if you're still watching the video, I just want to take a second to let you know how much I appreciate you. As of right now, my channel has 1,240 subscribers. Unfortunately, I haven't reached my 4,000 watch hours yet. I need about 1,300 more. And for somebody like me with a smaller channel, this would help me out more than you would understand. So if this video helps you out in any way at all, or you like this video, or you want to see more build videos just like this in NBA 2K26, please take a second to hit that like button. It'll help out the algorithm on this video, which is going to help it get out to more people. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be my last build video of NBA 2K25. I just hit Veteran 2, so I got my 16 cap breakers. I created this build right here, and this is my final build. I'm still going to make build videos in NBA 2K26, and I got a surprise coming for you guys for my next video. I'll probably be dropping some My Team content. So if you're interested in seeing something like that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. But I'm not trying to waste your guys' time at all, so we're going to jump right into this. You're going to go with the point guard position, like I said, 6'7" height. You need to go with the 226 weight and the 7'1" wingspan. This is extremely important. You have to go with this exact template. If you go with the 7'2" wingspan, you're going to lose that 89 mid-range. If you go with the 7-foot wingspan, you're going to lose that 84 block. And if you change the weight, you're going to lose that 80 offensive rebound. I put a lot of thought into this build. I wanted this build to be perfect. I don't want to give 2K any more of my money, so I promise you, I went through everything with this template to try to create the best build that I could. Now, to start off with, we're going to scroll down to the physicals. I went with the 80 vertical to get that Hall of Fame aerial wizard badge. Obviously, you can drop this down to 78 if you want to settle for gold aerial wizard, but I think Hall of Fame is the sweet spot. Now, with the strength, I went with the 73 strength. That way I can get that gold strong handle badge once I upgrade my playmaking. Now we're going to talk about the speed and the agility. I went with the 84 agility. This is the maximum that you can get with this template. I also went with the 84 speed. I was really worried about this being too slow, but let me put this into perspective for you. I have a 6'4" build with an 88 speed and an 88 agility. I feel just as fast on this build. I think it's because his legs are longer from being taller. I'm not really sure. The 85 speed will give me gold slippery off ball. I'm going to use a cap breaker to get that badge. And don't worry, I'm going to show you guys where I put my cap breakers. I'm going to show you guys all the animations, the jump shot, and everything that you need. I'm going to even show you guys the best takeovers to use with the build, just in case some of you guys are still wanting to create a new build on NBA 2K25. Now, moving on, with the offensive rebound, I went with the 80 offensive rebound. That way I get that silver rebound chaser badge. And I know some of you guys might not think this is necessary, but there are some games in the rec randoms where I get a triple-double with 10 rebounds. You'd be surprised how useful this can be, especially if the center on your team can shoot threes and the center on the other team is at the three-point line contesting. This is going to leave you open against a smaller guard to get an easy rebound on the offensive end. I'm going to give you guys a couple of different combinations to put together with this build in this video, but one of them is going to include the interior force takeover. When I use this takeover and I get the offensive rebound with the square button and I force back up a bad shot, a lot of times I'm still able to finish it. Watch this play right here. I'm able to finish it over his center behind my back. I notice a huge difference when I don't use this takeover. I'm not able to finish these putbacks as easily. Now, moving forward, I'm going to talk about the defense. We already talked about this at the beginning of the video, but we're going to go over it again really quick. The 84 block to get that silver paint patroller badge. Once we upgrade our interior defense to a 70, we have silver high flying denier as well, which is going to make us an elite switchable defender that's going to be able to get stops at the rim. With the 73 steal, we get silver interceptor, so we're still able to play those lanes. We're going to go with an 85 perimeter defense. I was really questioning this when I created the build originally. I love having at least gold pick dodger, but I'm telling you guys, with that long wingspan, as long as you're able to get around the corner and jump in time, you're going to be able to get a contest, especially with the jumping capability that this build has. Now, moving on to the playmaking, I went with an 81 ball handle to get that silver handles for days badge and a 75 speed with ball to get silver lightning launch, as well as gold strong handle, silver unpluckable. I got bronze ankle assassin. Definitely not an elite amount of playmaking, but just enough to be able to create for yourself when you need to. I honestly don't think I have a lot of clips of me utilizing my dribble moves, but I will give you guys all the animations that I do use on this build. I do get the Zach LaVine step back, as you can see. I get the what the Halliburton hesitation. I get the Kawhi Leonard behind the back. So I'm definitely still able to cook up a little bit and create a bucket for myself. The 78 passing accuracy gives me the bronze versatile visionary badge as well. I went with the 70 free throw. That way I feel comfortable knocking them down in the rec. I went with the 84 mid-range. Like I said, we're going to use a +5 cap breaker on this category to get an 89 mid-range to unlock gold set shot specialist, silver deadeye, and silver shifty shooter. Now, moving on to the finishing. We're going to take our standing dunk all the way up to a 90. Like I said, I just hit vet 2, so I upgraded this to get a 95 standing dunk, unlocking Hall of Fame Rise Up. And on this 6'7" build, Rise Up is a tier 2 badge. So I get Rise Up on Legend with my tier 2 badge perk. And moving on to the driving dunk, something I haven't even talked about with this build yet. We're going to take our driving dunk up to an 84. I used my last +5 cap breakers in this category to get an 89 driving dunk, unlocking the 1 foot and the 2 foot moving contact dunks. So I also get silver posterizer, making this build mean and dangerous when attacking the rim. With that 80 offensive rebound combined as well, I'm getting some nasty putback dunk animations. And not only that, when I split the defense, I can use the meter and get some nasty finishes with that LeBron James dunk package. And standing at 6'7", making it an easy target for those backdoor cuts. And like I said, we get Hall of Fame aerial wizard as well with that 80 vertical. So when we're attacking the rim in the fast break, we're able to catch those lobs. Even on the inbound passes, we're able to finish, especially combined with that 95 standing dunk, making this build an easy target for easy buckets all day long. I also went with the 70 driving layup to unlock that bronze physical finisher badge. This is a must. When you get knocked out of those dunk animations, you're still able to finish, especially with the Ben Simmons layup style. I believe you get the Zion Williamson as well. Now, obviously at this point, it's completely up to you to modify these builds any way you want if you'd like. For your own playstyle, if you don't play rec, you don't have to have your points on free throw. You can take your free throw down and put those points in other categories. But at the end of the day, this build is a build I created for myself because I play rec randoms. And the last thing I decided to do was go with that 74 interior defense to get that bronze post lockdown badge. It's a little bit cheap, so I decided to just go with that. So this right here is the final build that I came up with. And I'm not going to lie, I've always been a hater of the Swiss Army knife builds. I've always thought that they were trash. And I didn't realize when I created this build that that's what this would come out to. And I guess it kind of makes sense because at this point in the build with no cap breakers, this build has no Hall of Fame badges. Now, thankfully, once we put some cap breakers on this build, the build name is going to change to a two-way, three-level scoring threat. But as you can see, I got shades of Kevin Porter Jr., Penny Hardaway, and Anthony Black, a Swiss Army knife. Like I said, I've always been a hater of this name, but that's what we got for this, unfortunately. But I'm telling you guys, this build is going to be able to dominate in the rec randoms. Now, let me know what you guys think of the Monster Burrito in the comments. I'm going to jump through the badges really quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I am going to show you guys a couple of different combinations that you can do with this build. Just in case you're wanting to see the tier 1 and the tier 2 badge layout, I'm going to run through this really fast. I'm not spending any time on it. But with the badge perk that I have right now, as you can see, I have my tier 2 badge perk on Rise Up to get it on Legend. I don't have my tier 1 badge perk unlocked yet. I haven't been playing the game as much this season. But when I do get it unlocked, I use it on Set Shot Specialist to get it on Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame just feels so much better than gold. Sometimes whenever I don't have my tier 1 badge perk, I'll use a shooting takeover just to make it a little bit easier to shoot. Now, we're going to talk about this combination. I'm using the Xanos takeover, which gives me +7 to my close shot, to my standing dunk, and to my driving dunk. So when my takeover is activated, I have a 99 standing dunk with Legend Rise Up on a point guard build. And on top of that, I get +7 to my driving dunk, so I have a 96 driving dunk as well. Now another thing you can do is use this Rim Guardian takeover, the Eraser takeover, which gives you +15 to your block, almost a 99 block on your point guard. And then you can use your tier 2 badge perk to get either Gold High Flying Denier. I recommend going with Gold Paint Patroller. And you're going to be getting some nasty block animations with this combination. Especially at the point guard position, people don't expect you to be able to get blocks like that. Now, jumped into the attributes. Like I said, if you look at the top of the screen, our build name is now a two-way, three-level scoring threat. So you don't have to worry about that Swiss Army knife name. We do have +5 to our standing dunk, like I said, to get that Hall of Fame Rise Up badge, along with +5 to our driving dunk to get that 89 driving dunk, to get silver posterizer, and the 1 foot and the 2 foot moving contact dunks. I added +5 to my mid-range to get that 89 mid-range, unlocking gold set shot specialist, and I used my last +1 cap breaker on my speed to get 85 speed. Once I get my level 40 reward, I can take my speed up to an 86. Now, like I promised you guys earlier in the video, just in case you're wanting to make a new build in NBA 2K25, I am going to run through the animations really fast. But I know a lot of you guys aren't making a new build because NBA 2K26 is right around the corner. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this at all. So I'm going to go through these really quick. If you want them, you can slow the video down, you can pause it, or do whatever you need. One thing that I can tell you is that the jump shot is quick and easy to time. The dunk packages, I try to use the safest dunk packages that I can use that won't get blocked. And the dribble animations are some pretty good dribble animations that I've been using all year long that I use for my taller guards and I'm able to create buckets with. Now, like I said, I'm not going to talk about these animations. This is pretty much going to be it for this build. If you're watching the video all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I've been working really hard to try to get these watch hours. And I'm not going to lie, it's been pretty tough. From working at least 9 hours every single day, sometimes working the weekends as well, and then just normal things in life that come up with family and other personal things, and then on top of that, trying to find the time to play the game, and then find the time to create the content and put it together, it's really hard. But at the end of the day, I love doing it. So if you support me, please don't forget to hit that like button. That way, it can make it easier for me to drop more videos just like this. Also, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more build videos just like this in NBA 2K26. Like I said earlier in the video as well, I will be dropping my very first My Team gameplay very soon. Now, one thing I wanted to mention before I go is that I did change my name from Demonic to Dynamo, so I will be changing the name of my channel to Dynamo as well. I won't be changing this again. That way you guys can keep up with who you're watching and who I am. The only reason I wanted to get away from the name Demonic is because it's honestly not the most presentable. So I really do hope you understand this change and that you support it. I'm going to end this video by just showing some clips and letting some music play in the background. If you'd like to stay and watch the rest of these clips from this build, I really do appreciate it. Like I said, it's going to help me with my watch hours. Especially with this being my very last build video, I just wanted to show you guys as many clips as I possibly could. Be sure to tune in this weekend for my very first My Team gameplay, and until next time, I'm out.
Always watch your back. Shit.